It's critical for Workforce Connections and the Las Vegas Chamber to work together in a partnership to achieve the success that we need in our community. Without partnership, people go in different directions.
This is a story about workforce development and economic development.
We want to be a workforce development board that is driven by the needs of business. That's why it's important for the voice of business to be present when decisions about workforce development and economic development are happening.
And how the Southern Nevada Workforce Development Board, known as Workforce Connections, and the region's largest chamber of commerce are working together.
It's critical that you have workforce development anytime you're trying to expand an economy. You need the labor in place that has the skills in place for your local businesses, as well as the businesses you want to attract coming in from out of state.
The Vegas Chamber President and CEO now sits on the Workforce Connections Board.
It is so important for me personally to be on the Workforce Connections Board because at the Vegas Chamber, developing that talent pipeline is so crucial for our members. It's so important that we are able to be a part of the inner workings of developing that talent pipeline.
And the Chamber, as well as other business and education partners, have been instrumental in making Clark County the largest work-ready community in the United States.
I think it's very unique throughout the United States that we have such a great partnership and trust each other so much.
Together with the Las Vegas Global Economic Alliance, the Vegas Chamber and Workforce Connections created the Workforce Blueprint 2.0.
So the Workforce Blueprint 2.0 was an effort to kind of put together a roadmap and do a gap analysis between again, what are the needs of businesses today and tomorrow? What is their workforce supposed to look like? What are the skill sets that workforce needs? And then we also look at the pipeline. And so analyzing that gap has given us the opportunity to actually remediate the needs, if you will, and put together a plan for the future.
When you have plans like that in place, you're doing things intentionally. You're doing things with the roadmap, and you're going to an outcome intentionally. And by doing that, you're going to provide better outcomes.
Workforce Connections has embedded a position within the chamber
for the chamber meetings and special group meetings, so we can be right in, integrated with them, talking with them, listening to what their needs are, what the issues are, what the challenges are, and then we can improvise our programs to satisfy what they need.
I'm going to tell you that one of the best things that's happened to the chamber in the last couple of years is the partnership with Workforce Connections. It's allowed us to have great communication, and by having somebody embedded here, our people are able to communicate back and forth with Workforce Connections.
During the pandemic, the Vegas Chamber has partnered on initiatives like the Layoff Diversion Pilot, a wage reimbursement program designed to help small employers keep Southern Nevadans on the payroll.
It will allow me to retain my staff. I'm really worried about them.
The reason why we want to keep it open is to our employees because they are part of our family.
So for us to know that, for us to know that we can keep them on and that they can keep food on their table. I've joked with them over the years that I don't work just this hard for me. I work this hard so that I can keep food on families' tables for all of my team.
And soon, a first-of-its-kind OneStop for businesses will open inside the Vegas Chamber offices.
Yes, I believe we're the first chamber in the United States to have a one-stop business center embedded into our office, which will allow our members to meet with the people at Workforce Connections and get the assets and the employees they need to thrive.
So we're excited that we're going to have not one, but two business hubs or one-stop centers for businesses. Of course, the one here at the Vegas Chamber, but also one at the Sahara West Library. The business hub here at the Vegas Chamber is going to be a game changer because, again, in the past, there was siloed attempts, if you will, to serve the businesses, multiple agencies in the one-stop system. We're all trying to, I think, do a good job at serving the business needs, but this is the first time in our valley where we're doing it all in an integrated manner.
Resources that will be desperately needed as Southern Nevada's economy fights back from COVID-19 closures.
If you're not thinking out of the box, particularly during this time of this pandemic, you won't move forward and you'll just stay status quo, and we're not accepting that. We know that we need to integrate ourselves within the community, work with the companies, work with the chamber to see exactly what it is they need to help them restart, particularly now.
Workforce Connections is about people, partnerships, possibilities.
Our partnership with the Vegas Chamber is fundamental. It's the one thing that's going to help us assist businesses on the way back to recovery, for them to be able to access all of the resources that we have in the one-stop system.
And we're here for them to help them through this tough time, and we're going to be there for them not only to provide these much needed resources just in general, but to provide that talented workforce that they so desperately need.
To see us being so progressive and so successful and being recognized nationally is such an honor.
That partnership is really it's been a great service for our valley. It's going to allow us to get people back to work, better educated, draw businesses in from out of town that are bringing in high-paying jobs. You know, we've been through a depression, we've been through a Great Recession, we made it through 9/11, we made it through 1 October. This city thrives. It's going to come out the other side, and it's going to do great things because of partnerships like this with the Vegas Chamber and Workforce Connections.